Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you don't already know, my name is Landon Langley, and this channel is for people just like you that want to grow in their relationship with God. Today we're going to be talking about the passage in Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 through 21. And normally when people talk about it, they think it's talking just about money, but I feel like God showed me something, a different perspective that you're definitely going to want to hear. So let's get right into it. Alright, so I got my laptop here in front of me just so I can read the passage to us, and I want to talk about it a little bit, so let's do it. It says, "Don't store up your treasures here on earth, where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be." So I think that this passage is super interesting. Normally, like I said, when people teach it or I've heard it mentioned, they usually talk about it in the context of money, giving, storing your money, and storing your treasure in a place that's not here on earth but in heaven, just like the scripture is saying. But think about this. Other than money, what is your most valuable asset? Something that you would never want to lose. I would say it's time. I've heard many people say it, but I have to agree, time is our most valuable asset. And so the very end of this passage here that we just read, it says, "Where your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will be also." And so just about a year ago, I was actually at Harvest School. I've mentioned it in some of my other videos. And I was overseas in a foreign place, and I was just had a lot of alone time to just sit and read my Bible. And so I was meditating on this passage, and I realized, man, he's not just talking about money. He's talking about time. He's talking about investing yourself in something. And so I'm going to use an example. Let's talk about surfing. I'm personally not a surfer. I skateboard, I snowboard, I wakeboard, but I don't really surf. I've done it a couple times, and I've enjoyed it, but I'm not very good at it. And I have family members that love it. They travel all over the world and go different places to go surfing. They love it, but it's just not something that I've really spent a lot of time. I haven't spent a bunch of time doing it. But let's just say I picked up surfing and I started going to the beach every day, and I started watching videos on YouTube, and I started watching movies and documentaries, and I started shopping on Amazon and on different places, and I got myself a board and I got myself wax, and I started investing myself, my time, my money into surfing, and I'm going all the time, waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm going. All of a sudden, I guarantee you I'm going to start to love surfing. I'm going to be invested. I'm going to start to dream about it at night. I'm going to start to care about this craft that I'm developing. And it's not just because I spent money on it, but it's because I gave my time to it and I gave my effort to it. And so this is my point. When we give our time, when we give our effort to our relationship with God and to the scriptures, all of a sudden the desire of our heart will start to be in the Word. It'll start to be in line with God's character. In Psalms 37, it says that when we make God our delight, He will give us the desires of our heart. But think about this. This is so interesting to me. I find it fascinating. If we make God the delight of our life, He will give us the desire of our heart. But what if God and the things that come from Him and the things that He's associated with, what if they become the desire of our heart? What if when we're yielded and in love with God and close with Him, what if the thing that we desire the most isn't a Corvette? What if it's a nation of people to come to know Jesus? What if it's our neighbor down the street to be healed of their sickness? What if it's something that is beautiful, but it doesn't look exactly like what we thought? Now, let's say it was a Corvette. I bet you that God would grant you the desire of your heart because you made Him the delight of your life. But the focus here is making Him the delight of your life. The focus here is investing your time with Him, investing your time in the Word, and He will give us the desires of our heart. And so I want to encourage us that we would not just invest our time in money or invest our time in so many other things that we do, TikTok, Instagram, all these different things, but that we would invest our time with the Lord. Now, finances and all these different things that I mentioned, even TikTok, Instagram, a Corvette, I don't want us to start to build a religion and start to build a philosophy that these different things are just negative, bad, bad, bad. Look, money's not bad. Money gives us options, as my uncle always says. But what is important is that our heart is yielded to the Lord and that we are His alone. I love Jesus. He is an example. He is a picture to us of who we're made to be. I make these kind of videos for people just like you, for people just like me, that want to follow Jesus. And Jesus, he died on that cross, and He gave His life so that we could have life. Before we didn't know life, we didn't know truth, we didn't know the way, but now we can know. He's the way, the truth, and life. And so when we see Jesus, we see everything that we were always made to be. So I want to encourage you, let's give our time to the Lord, let's give our life to the Lord, let's give everything we have to the Lord. At the same time, let's do it in a way that we're enjoying Him, we're delighting in Him. Let's fall in love with Jesus. If you like this kind of content, drop a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can know when my videos are coming out. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.